more information on our downsizing journey, more of the specifics, the practical of how we did it, you can check out our website at livinglightrv.com. What about the outro? Okay, so we just walked into this Aljo and it has a funky smell. Renovation. We're still in the demolishing phase. Kent's taking out carpet in the bedroom. Being organized, like this is the kitchen hardware, this is the living room hardware, bathroom, this is the cab area hardware. So yeah, that hopefully will help us figure out where things go in the end. All right. We are at day 7. We're leaving in 1 week, guys. Ah, this is so exciting.
What day is it? Day 4 is done. You know what?
What?
I'm Living Light RV.
I'm Living Light RV. We did it, guys. We're in our house on wheels. We're just heading out right now to go to our farewell party. Oh, look how pretty she is!
Oh my word!
Woo!
This is home.
This is home. This is our home.
So it doesn't quite seem real yet. So it's sort of like a dream. So I guess I'm living the dream.
And I'm a good passenger because this is definitely the way to deal with rush hour.
Just talk.
Woo, weird. All right, let's go. Come on.
Hey, and we're inside Bessie. Oh, hold on, we're not.
We're not inside Bessie. Whoa,
Okay.
Totally different filming location.
That's right.
You guys, welcome to tonight's live stream. We are so glad to have you guys here. Super duper fun. We are pumped to hang out with you guys Friday night. Thank you for joining us.
Friday nights are great.
If somebody could give us an okay or a thumbs up or something in the comments, let us know that you can hear us and that all the technical stuff is working, and then we can get into tonight's hanging out time with you guys.
Hey, on that intro, I still like that intro. I still love it a lot. I think it's gonna go away from on season 8 and we'll never see it again. But I apologize to everybody that has an Aljo.
Why?
Because for some reason Lisa's like, oh. I don't like the Aljo.
It was just that Aljo that had a really funky
I know,
smell.
just that one, not yours.
Exactly. All right, everybody says all is good. You guys, there are so many of you here already tonight. This is going to be such a fun evening to hang out together. And I'm not even going to list out names because there's too many, and I know I'll miss somebody, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Everybody can see I have hair.
Yeah,
we're good. See no bald spot?
You can see the back of us tonight. That's really weird. Anyway, I just want to give a quick shout out to the Blue Wrenches. These guys are our moderators. Thank you so much, you guys. You keep this chat a safe place to hang out, because you know what they do? They actually get rid of the trolls and they delete rude comments. So don't leave a rude comment or you'll get deleted.
That's right.
So thank you. And you know what, if you guys are a moderator, go ahead right now and put in the chat your link to your social media, whether it's your webpage, your Facebook, your YouTube, your Instagram, whatever it is. Go ahead and put that in there. And you guys, go follow those. So click on those links, hit new tab.
Important
and then when
stuff.
we finish the live stream tonight, you can head over to their place and go hang out with some of our moderators, because they're amazing people.
And we've got a few things lined up for this week. We're going to be talking about our meetup. We're going to be talking about next week's episode on our mini-series. Well, it's not a mini-series, it's a series. What's the series?
Diary of a Family was wondering about your hair.
Yes.
Because I keep saying he has a bald spot.
I'm like,
It's like right
my
here.
bald spot's right here.
Right there.
That's my bald spot.
Oh, you guys, it's so good to see everybody. Yeah, we've got people from Texas, we've got people from Ohio, we've got people from Canada, we have people from all over the place. So yeah, it's gonna be super fun. Where are we right now? Why are we not in Bessie?
We're in Red Deer. The Wi-Fi is great out here. And we drove up here quickly to do a live stream. We're here for 2 more nights and then we're back to Bessie.
Yeah.
Last night we were doing a mini meetup. We had two families over.
Yeah, we've done a few mini meetups this summer. So if you guys don't know, we are camp hosting at a campground just kind of south and east of Calgary, Alberta. It's called Aspen Crossing. And a bunch of you guys have already connected with us. We've had so much fun sitting around campfires. We went on an e-bike on like one of those 4-seater Surreys with one of our subscribers. It's weird calling them subscribers though, because once we meet you guys, you're friends. Like it's totally like you go from subscriber to friend.
In
like,
YouTube
instantly.
land, and we'll talk about that a little later,
Yes.
but in YouTube land they're called subscribers, but you know.
We don't think of you guys like
That's
that.
not
you guys
how...
are our friends. We're community, we're family.
Yeah.
So so we've already had a few mini meetups, but we will be talking about the big meetup that's coming up here pretty quick. And yeah, a few other things that we want to chat about tonight.
Yes, we will.
But throughout the evening, if you guys have any questions for us about whatever, about what RV life, about our personal life, about living in Canada, about summer and fall and winter, all those things, go ahead and put your questions in the chat. Just make sure it's like all caps or like question in caps, and then read it out, and we'll just kind of answer. We don't have a lot planned for tonight, kind of flying by the seat of our pants.
Richard,
what's new?
Richard M says that I get hidden by all of the chats when it's on the TV.
That's what he was saying.
So like, is this better?
Come on over. Like, come over to the dark side. I mean the light side.
You know, it's like we'll keep the chat over there.
Push it over. Push
That's
the
right.
chat over. Exactly. Well, you guys, thank you so much. Diary of a Family says we would love to attend a mini meet. Yes, Thin Blue Lane RV Life is in Texas.
Nice.
You guys, it must be hot in Texas. It's hot
I think so.
here.
Hey, is Medina Lake have water in it again?
I doubt it.
Hope so.
I'm gonna guess that no, it doesn't. It doesn't. All right. What other comments do we have?
Well,
here?
when are we coming to Ontario?
When?
Let me tell you about that. Because we have a daughter that lives in Ontario now.
And Teresa H says, when are you finally coming to the States? So RV Living Life, when are we coming to Ontario? Teresa H, when are we coming to the States? And Thin Blue Lane RV Life says, no, there's no water in Lake Medina.
Then why do they call it a lake?
Yes. And Diary of a Family wants to know if Kent has a favorite pair of socks. Let's answer some of these questions. We would love to come to Ontario next summer.
Yeah.
We're trying to put together a cross Canada trip. We also want to camp host again at Aspen Crossing next summer. So we're trying to get the dates to figure out how can we camp host and go across Canada. As many of you know, Canada really only has a few months of travelable weather. So yeah, we got to figure all that out. But we are hoping to get out to Ontario.
We do want to get to Ontario.
Yeah. So RV Living Life, if you guys want to send us an email, let us know where you are. And maybe what your plans are for next year. We can use that as kind of like our pinpoints and say, okay, well, we want to be here at this time. So yeah, go ahead and email us because we'd love to meet you.
Hey, you know those recipes you buy, and when you get the recipe, all you have to do is add water? Well, it's Medina Lake.
Is that it?
You just add water.
Just add water. And then it'll be lake again.
There you go.
Exactly.
That's all it's waiting for.
And Teresa H says, when are you finally coming to the States? We are hoping, really, really hoping and praying that we can get to the States this winter. Yeah. So the plan is that we'll come to Arizona.
November the 9th, we're going to hit the border.
9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, somewhere mid-November, we're gonna make our big attempt to get across.
I'll bring a crowbar. And we'll make that border open up for us.
Exactly. So we'll see what we can do. Of course, we'll keep you guys posted. If we do get across, if we can get down to Arizona, we'll pretty much spend the whole winter in Quartzsite. I don't think we're going to do a lot of traveling around. I think we're just going to pretty much stay in Quartzsite for
it could be
weeks.
Buckeye, it could be Quartzsite.
Well, that general
we'll
Phoenix,
figure it out.
You know, that whole area. And we will do a meetup. We'll do a winter Living Light RV meetup, and we'll let you guys know what the dates
Might drive to
and
Phoenix
location.
and go to Cabela's.
Exactly. So, yeah. So that's our plan. So, Teresa, plan on being in Arizona this winter, and hopefully we'll be able to see you and meet you there. So that would be fantastic. Well, Ken, do you have a...
When we go to Cabela's, we'll have a meetup in aisle 93.
Aisle 93. What's in aisle 93?
I'm not sure, but we'll find out.
Oops. Oh. Why did you click? Oh, there you go. Wow. That was an opportune moment.
Oh my
favorite
gosh.
question, Kent. Do you have a favorite pair of socks?
My water got down on my mouse and clicked my favorite question. Do I have a favorite pair of socks? I don't. I do have a favorite pair of socks when it's winter time.
Okay.
But not in the summertime. I use sandals, and my feet show that because they have these patterns from the sunshine of my sandals, and they're pretty.
I wonder where you are hanging out these days. Like Kit just said, we are in Red Deer, so yeah. And we went to Sylvan Lake a couple weeks ago, and it is absolutely gorgeous out there. So yeah, enjoy lake life. That's
I was
for sure.
swimming in the lagoon yesterday.
Yes, our campground has a swimming hole.
Yeah.
So
here, I'll show you.
Oh, you have pictures?
You see, for some strange reason, they're letting me have a little bit of access to the website. So I put this on the website this last week. Here we go. That one. No audio, because on a website you don't really want audio.
Right.
Or it'll freak people out and they'll be like, shut it off.
Well, they turn it off too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the gunfight. So every train excursion has a robbery.
I think almost all of them. Maybe not everyone.
That's the lagoon we're talking about. It was a bit green that day. It looks
just
nicer.
had a music fest.
Southern Alberta Music Fest.
Huge. 10th annual.
Fantastic. There's the inside of one of the train cars. That's the Diefenbaker dining car. That is the Berquist House Tavern. And then look at that gorgeous sunset, that golden light, right? Like that golden sunset tour right there on the train. So that orange car is the saloon car.
I watched a boring movie once called A River Runs Through It. Well, this is a train runs through it. Different movie.
Yeah, the rivers are pretty far from where
I don't know. Maybe it was a good movie and I just didn't recognize it as such.
Exactly. And I'll tell you, the pew pew fighters, exactly. Yes, it is a huge campground. Well, what we would consider huge. 357 official sites plus a few extras. And the new site, like when you're looking at that drone footage that Kent just showed you, that whole open area is fairly new. Like some of those sites were just built a few months ago.
Hey, they put in
and they're huge.
300 trees this year.
Yeah, they did.
Big trees.
Yeah, they put in mature trees. And those sites, some of them are like 60, 70 foot sites. Yeah. Like they're huge
3 years from now, oh my gosh,
awesome.
it's not even going to look the same at all.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. All right.
Oh, and pull-through sites. Lots of them.
Yeah, exactly. And there's the older part of the campground is mature with trees. It has some smaller sites in it, but it's beautiful too because it's got lots of shade and lots of group sites in there.
And it's really the wanted side for now because that's what people are familiar with. And then they say, oh, do I have to be on the other side? And then they book on the other side and they're like, hey, I like this.
You're yelling.
Oh. Well, I'll slow down my voice. I'll calm down my voice. I'll take a drink of water. But I won't.
Just like we just have like this like camera voice, right? Because when we're out in the field, man, we sound so official. And we have our GoPro and it's set up way over there, and we're talking to it. We really have to like project our voices so that it catches it. But sitting here, it's like it's echoey in here, and the microphone is like literally like right here.
Well, so I could turn it down or up, but I think we're good.
Actually whisper and it would be fine.
Susan is in the house.
Susan, all right. Spikers B is here. Awesome. And speaking of which, let's talk about our meetup coming up. Woohoo!
Yes.
All right, here's the dates. We're doing a Living Light RV meetup at Aspen Crossing, September 16th to 18th. We did talk about this on last week's video, so this might be review for some of you. But if you haven't heard, we are doing that. It's going to be awesome. So
on the Friday night,
we're going to do the 80s retro train.
That's right. Miami Vice and all that.
Kit and I have been working on our costumes. So if you guys come out on Friday night, definitely dress up. Dress for the 80s and get your tickets. We'll tell you in a minute how to get tickets and stuff for all of that. So 80s train Friday night. You don't have to do it if you don't want to do that. Just hang out at the campsite. That's fine. Saturday, we're just going to chill out. We're probably going to go hang out at the lagoon for a bit. And then in the evening, have a potluck dinner. Everybody just bring food and we'll share it. And
hey, if you can pull it off, wear a Tyvek suit and come as Doc from Back to the Future.
Oh, that would be fun.
That would be great. Marty!
That was 1988, right?
It was in there.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, no, it was 88 miles an hour. What year was Back to the Future?
I don't know.
Oh, man. If anybody knows what year that movie was set in.
The very first year.
The first one.
Oh, well, they always dialed it in. What
they did.
year
Actually,
was
84. No, was it 84?
Oh, I don't know.
86? Somebody type it in.
Somebody
it
Google
was 80
that.
something. When was that? Yeah, somebody Google that. Put that in here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Saturday is going to be potluck. Saturday evening, we're just going to hang out at the campfire. We're going to swap tales.
I got wood.
We got lots of wood. We have to burn all that wood.
Yeah, we do.
We don't want to take it with us. We can't take it with us. So bring your instruments. I was thinking it might be kind of fun to just do a jam session and just sing some campfire songs. If you got a guitar, ukulele, a harmonica, whatever it is, bring it out. Teresa H says it's 1985.
Well done.
Yes, I can picture it now. Type it in 1985. All those little letters, the digital. Awesome. Cool beans. So yeah, you could dress up like that for sure.
Yeah.
I am going. Should I tell people what I'm dressing up as?
Sure.
I'm going 80s rocker chick, because when I lived through the 80s as a teenager, I wasn't allowed to dress like a rocker chick.
Oh no, she did this every morning with the pencil.
Lots of eyeliner, but my mom and dad didn't like me dressing up as a rocker chick, so I had to be more like almost like sort of preppy-ish. But now I am in my 50s and I want to dress like a rocker chick, so that's going to be my thing. I think, Kent, you're doing more Miami Vice style.
I think so.
That's what he's doing. So yeah,
if I can find
Can't
my white
wait.
blazer,
it's gonna be so much fun. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so much fun. All right, so that's Friday night. Saturday potluck. Saturday night jam session. Sunday morning, we're just gonna hang out. There is a dining car. I can't think we showed that in the video.
Yeah, we did.
Just showing.
It's the Diefenbaker dining car. It's called the Diefenbaker because it was built in 1887, and John F. Diefenbaker, Prime Minister of Canada, he toured on that car while he did his
campaign.
His campaign.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. So
it wasn't a bus.
Now it's parked at Aspen Crossing, or an airplane.
Yeah.
And
ouch.
He was far more ecologically friendly than some prime minister. I mean, anyway, so
carbon footprint. Okay.
That's right. Take a train. Anyway, so that is the dining car. Now it's at Aspen Crossing, and they have a buffet on Sunday morning. So
yes, a really nice one.
I mean, I don't know how many of you are coming. It's pretty small dining car. So.
Richard M says he'll probably make it.
Sweet.
Oh no, actually, he says it's 864 miles. Probably won't make it. Now, I thought you just got your engine back and everything's good. Like, what's the problem? That would break it in, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So Spiker says it's going to be super fun.
Yeah.
RV Living Life says
now,
it is easy to dress for the 80s is my current look. Yeah, see, a mullet and everything. It's all good.
We have to beg forgiveness from Sue.
Oh, yes.
Because we actually,
we kind of tread.
We broke open the party.
We did.
Because Sue and us had already booked the train, and then we said, hey, let's make it open for everybody.
Yeah.
And we didn't even ask Sue.
So I hope it's okay with you, Spikers, if we invite a few more people to our party. I know you're a party girl. I think you'll be totally fine with it. So, and she says the world is full of McFlys. McFly.
Hello.
The world is also full of Biffs, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, that's right.
There just aren't quite enough Michael J. Foxes.
But there's only one Doc.
Only one Doc. That's true. This is true. And Thomas Mayer Jr. says that I am 29 again. Thank you to your wife. She's lovely. I love you so much. Awesome, you guys. This is going to be fantastic.
Yes, we are looking forward to it. It's going to be grand.
It really, really is. Oh, man. So many awesome people here tonight, even though this is great. So anyways, to get your spot. So whether you're coming for the whole weekend and you want to reserve a campsite close by where we are camping, we're not going to change sites. We're just going to kind of put you guys in sites close to where we are. And hopefully if weather's bad, we'll just grab one of the group buildings and go inside. But the weather's going to be awesome. I just know it.
And here's how we do that. You say, oh, I'd like to go there, and send us an email to...
what are we saying it to? We're saying it to
info
I think we're doing
info
at
livinglightrv with the subject line meetup.
Yeah.
Or September
meetup, fall meetup,
The
LLRV
reason
meetup.
you're doing that and not just booking your site is so that you get the deep, deep discount.
Yeah, if you want a really good discount, you have to go through us because we have to put it under our name so that you can get that family and friends discount. So definitely send us an email if you're booking a site, or if you want to book the train, or if you want to book the train.
Yeah.
If you are just coming out for the day, just shoot us an email and let us know. So we kind of know how many people to expect, how many tables we should set up, that kind of thing. Because there's a lot of you guys that are in the area that might just pop in for
That's
the day.
right.
So yeah, that'll be awesome. I've got nothing to wear, Spiker says. You got to hit the thrift store, girlfriend. That's what we've been doing. Every time I go anywhere into a city, I'm like, hey, go to the thrift store.
I went to Lougheed Mall when I was in the 80s to buy the clothes that were hip. So I'm going to go back to the same store, and I'm sure they still have some of those in stock.
I told Kent today, I said they don't sell that white blazer with the giant shoulder pads at Lougheed Mall anymore.
No? What about the rayon shirt with the loud,
Plus also Lougheed Mall is very, very, very far away from here.
Yes, it is.
It's in Burnaby, right? Coquitlam.
It's on the border.
Vancouver. Yes. All right, what's our next thing?
Did I yell that?
Yeah, you like to yell.
Yeah, okay, fine. The next thing, we got it, that they are supposed to email us for the discount so that we give you the right price. Okay,
exactly.
So you get the right price.
Socks and sandals.
So we were on the freeway.
Can't do it. Even as a costume, I don't think I can do it.
We were on the freeway today. We saw something interesting. Lisa's like, take pictures of that.
Picture.
So I'm going to show you what we saw.
It's called.
What is it called?
It's called a high-low.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can get the context of it in this picture.
Are we looking at?
But it's like it's a trailer, but it's half the height of a normal trailer. So it's taller than a tent trailer, a little bit taller than a tent trailer, but like half the height of an actual, see, there you go, compared to the truck, you can see how short it is.
Yeah.
And I think what it does is it basically just pops up and has a hard side, like on all the way around. So it's like, a tent trailer has canvas, but this one looks like it's going to have hard sides all the way up. So yeah, that's really cool. And
so it looks like it just goes into itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can like maybe clamp it like a clamshell kind of thing. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Does anybody have a high-low? Has anybody seen a high-low? Has anybody stayed in one? If you have, give us some info on it on the chat because I'm really curious about that. So
maybe it's just for commercial. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Richard M says, I remember those. So maybe it's an old school thing. I mean, I'm not saying you're old, Richard, but
Oh my
whenever you use the word "I remember," you have to assume that it's like an old school thing.
Okay, back to us.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yes. Oh, Bridget. Oh, she just chucked him under the bus. She says, "You still wear socks with sandals."
Even in Florida?
Oh,
How about Texas?
Not in Florida, in Texas, I'm sure. In Fairbanks, maybe, but not in Texas. I'm sure.
Well, maybe that is your
wool socks in Texas.
Maybe that's your alligator protection. I don't know. Maybe. Gore-Tex,
Maybe it protects you from bugs. Actually, they say that wool socks keep you cool because it's a natural fiber. I'm not buying it because I wear wool socks when it's like minus 40 here in Canada.
That's right.
So, we'll see.
Whenever they shear the sheep, they always look like they wouldn't be as warm.
Oh, rolling through reality says I saw one the other day here in the Okanagan. Maybe I wonder if it was the same one.
I bet the Okanagan is nice. Lake country, I'll bet.
Yeah, interesting. That's really, really
excellent.
Cool.
I think we're good on all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and Spikers also says she's seen these high-low travel trailers. Hard-sided tent trailer. Okay, yeah, that sounds cool. Slinky trailer, I love it. That's great. Like it just kind of slinks into itself and then kind of opens up again.
Imagine if it let go and it was going like this down the highway, like a accordion.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Oh, and X Marks the Spot says that they see high-low campers all the time. I've never seen one, so maybe it's like a regional kind of thing.
Maybe they're built in
or maybe they're making
Colorado.
A comeback. Maybe they're making a comeback. It makes sense because if they're short like that, they're going to take a lot less fuel and wind resistance, right? Yeah. So that's really cool. I wonder if you could live full time in one of those.
But not while you're traveling. Like I don't think the family can be in the trailer while you're traveling because they'd be like.
I don't guess like it's for really little people, or maybe it's just a giant dog kennel.
Maybe it's a big giant dog kennel. I know.
Exactly. Oh my goodness, Bridget and Richard, you guys are cracking me up. You're so funny. This is what happens when a husband and wife are separated by an entire continent. Alrighty, then just temporarily, you guys. Just they're still married. It's just the way traveling works out right now.
That's right. And airplanes.
Too funny.
What is Marianne saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Read that.
Oh, Marianne Zugelder. I don't know that we've ever met before, so welcome here. She says, I worked with a camp host who had a high-low. She chose to spend her cash on a great truck and chose a less expensive trailer. It was less daunting for her to drive as a newbie. Totally. I can see all of that benefit for it. Absolutely, for sure. That totally makes sense. Thanks for sharing that, Marianne. That is awesome. Alrighty. Let's see. I wonder what the kitchen is like. Yeah, that's a good question. Does the fridge maybe it's just like a short bar fridge kind of thing?
Well, kitchens aren't tall compared.
Okay, now I feel like I need to go find one on an RV lot and do a tour, and we'll video it and we'll show you guys.
Is it a tour or is it a tour?
A tour.
Yeah.
Depends on where in Canada you live.
That's right.
Alrighty, what's our next topic? So that's it for the meetup. You guys come and visit us. We cannot wait to have this meetup. It's going to be super fun.
We don't have another topic.
We got to have another topic.
No, we don't.
Okay, you guys better start asking us more questions then, because
right.
otherwise it's going to be a really short live stream.
We do have one more topic.
Okay.
What are we talking about next week on our regular video?
Yes, so next week, so as you guys know, we've been doing a whole series on how to RV on a shoestring budget. So we're coming obviously from the perspective of full-time RV life, but a lot of people just RV like on weekends or, for a few months at a time. And that's totally cool. So we're going to talk about RV life on a shoestring budget, and we're going to talk about organization and how do you get everything moved into your rig. So we've tried to put this series together in a logical format, starting with, what do we very much start with? We started
with why.
With why you would want to do this. We have covered how to have an income while you're on the road. We've covered how to pick and choose the right RV for living in it. And how to buy it. We've talked about what else?
How to create your incomes.
Yeah. We talked about paperwork.
Yeah.
How to deal with all the details as far as having a residential address and your mail and your healthcare, your downsize, extreme downsizing. That was a really, really important video. So now we figure the next logical step is we're going to move in. So it's time to move into this RV that you finally bought. So we're going to talk about that and what that looks like.
And we've all seen the movies.
Hacks. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we've all seen the movies where they open up the drawer and you have one fork, one knife, and one spoon. And that's not real.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's like, no.
You're living in it.
We have like 100 spoons. Well, okay. We have a lot of spoons.
We have more spoons than we need, but we don't have 100. Okay. So, yes, we're going to talk about organizing. So it's going to be a fun video because we have lots of hacks and tips and tricks that I learned from a long time ago when I was starting to do all of this, things I've learned along the way. And if you guys have any tips or tricks that you want to add into that video, just send us an email to ideas@livinglightrv.com. ideas@livinglightrv.com, and we will put those in. We'll add them in, and we'll even give you credit for your idea. So now if it's a good idea.
I've got a tip. See, we had a campfire last night, and we had a couple over and a couple families over. And you know what? It's really good to have the mental notepad, because I'm hearing tips all the time from these people, like where to camp under the stars where all you see is stars, and all kinds of what their first rig was and what their second rig was, and the things that broke on their rig, because that always comes up, and how to deal with the dealership at the with your problems, because one couple said, "Oh, this dealership was great, and it's the same chain as the guy that's like, oh no, I would never go back there."
Don't go there.
So it's funny. And then how to deal with actually the manufacturer versus the dealership, and we're all learning this because we didn't go through this, so we're taking mental notes like, oh my gosh, don't get an RV from the dealership that starts with this letter. And then somebody else says, no, that one's fine. No, we're good. No, because there's good and bad inside the same mix. Exactly. Yeah, so we get it all. It's great.
You ready for? Go ahead.
And that is how get to that mental notes and take notes of the things that these people say. We had another guy that walked over because he parked right beside us, and he came over and said hi, blah blah blah, and then he says, "Yeah, I knew better, but I still bought a brand new one off the lot. It was the lipstick."
So they got sucked in by the pretty lipstick.
It was the lipstick. Exactly. All of a sudden it's like, ooh, new, smell, neat.
Yeah, exactly.
And now he has to rebuild the bed so that it actually has enough reinforcement, and We have questions. Oh, yeah.
That's what this means, right? Time. All right. And before they disappear off my screen, I have to address them or I'll forget. So rolling through reality says, are you coming? Can you scroll it up just a second? Are you coming back to BC before you head south? We're not entirely sure what our plan is yet. We are working at Aspen Crossing until the end of October. So a lot of it will depend on weather. If the weather is decent, we might make a quick trip back to say goodbye to family before we head south.
Yeah.
If not, then we'll just head straight south. So
yeah.
I don't know, but we'll let you guys know once we have our plan. Next question was...
Once our plans become solid, like precipitation becoming solid.
Yeah, because he's in the Okanagan now.
Yes.
Which is probably a lot cooler. Well, maybe not cooler, but you've got lots of lakes to swim in. Out here, it's just so hot. Like, it's just been crazy and dry. So, yeah, it'd be fun to hang out with you. Alrighty, and the next question is, what is the... Christina G says...
what is the place or thing you can't wait to do?
Always.
The big smile. What can we not wait to do? I can't wait to go across Canada. I really am so excited to do a trip. Like our first on our bucket list was to go to the Yukon, and we did that last summer.
Yeah.
So this coming summer, I really just want to I want to go to Nova Scotia. I have a best friend who I have known since I was probably like 13 or 14 years old. And we haven't seen each other for a really long time. Our kids grew up together. So I really want to go to Nova Scotia, and I want to go to PEI and see the Adam Green Gables. And I want to just go to like Fundy, the Bay of Fundy, that's what it's called.
Or New Brunswick.
Yeah, I want to see the Bay of Fundy. I want to see the big bridge. I want to just do all that kind of stuff on the east. And on the way there too, our oldest daughter lives near Niagara Falls, so we want to go and visit her and see her new place and let her tour us around her town and go to Niagara Falls. And of course, take you guys along with us, because a lot of people will never be able to do that trip. So we want to show you what that'll look like.
Our middle dog is...
We have a middle dog.
Okay. We had our dog that went across Canada with our middle daughter.
Yes.
So our dog, Daphne,
yes,
she'd been to the Yukon, she'd been out to the East Coast, she'd been to Niagara Falls, New York, all of these places, and we haven't yet. So there you go.
Yes. You know, Mel and Nettie and Bridget, you guys are talking about missing each other and loving to be with people when you meet with people when you're on the road. This is something that we absolutely love. And if you guys are full-time RVers, you know exactly what we're talking about. And if you're thinking about becoming a full-time RVer and you're wondering if it's a lonely kind of lifestyle, it's actually not. I mean, we have so many friends, and there's always friendly people at a campground. There's always people to help you out if you have a problem with something, and you just end up building friendships and just continuing those friendships, and they just keep growing and growing and growing. And
you basically, you pull into a campground, you put out your hand and say, hey.
Yeah, because you might not actually see those people for a couple of years, or even, you know, maybe you won't even talk to them, or, you know, be on, because not everybody has a YouTube channel where they can just connect every week, but it doesn't matter, because once you're friends, and you know it's the same kind of people that you're hanging out with. So yes, we are missing everybody. We are really hoping we can get to the States so we can visit.
What was that concert that Mel and Nettie and Bridget and Richard went to?
The Troubadour concert.
The Troubadour.
Yes.
I'm sure it was excellent.
That would have been fantastic.
Heard that it was happening.
So. Thanks, Nettie, for putting our links to our Patreon and to our social media sites. We totally appreciate that. Patreon family are extra special to us. Yeah. You guys, I mean, they're the ones who are the engine that drives Living Light RV, because they put financial support behind what we do. So they're putting gas in the tank. They're making sure that we have a decent camera, that we've got computers that work, and food in our bellies to keep us going. So thank you so much to our Patreon family.
Stew and beans.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of stew and beans. So if you want to become part of our Patreon family and have access to some behind the scenes things and some maps, and we have, it's been a while since we've done one, but we like to do Zoom meetings with our patron family.
And when we put something on Patreon and you respond to it, that makes us want to do more of it.
Yeah, so exactly. So
we gauge what we need to do at Patreon by you guys.
But man, we are so thankful, so appreciative of our Patreon members, our Patreon family. So Nettie just put the link up there a minute ago, so go back to that and head over there. It's basically patreon.com/livinglightrv, and you can support us that way. There's other ways to support us as well, actually, since we're having this conversation. You can support us by shopping on our Amazon links, both Canada and the States, because we are affiliate members. We get a little bit of a commission on that.
Also.
Yeah, that's awesome. We can also support us on PayPal. We have a little tip jar on PayPal, so you can support us that way as well. In fact, we have one person who does not want to be a Patreon member, but she does support us on PayPal through a tip jar, and so we do consider her a Patreon family member. So yeah, that's a few ways. I'm trying to think of. Oh, you can buy coffee if you live in Canada, Living Bold RV coffee, or a water filter. And you can do that whether you're in the States or Canada. So that links for that are all in our About section on our YouTube.
And then, of course, as we've met people, so many of you are so generous. And you're like, hey, I got something for you. And I got something else for you. And it's like, wow.
Our hearts are always full. And whenever we have interactions with this community, you guys are absolutely fantastic. So thank you. And thanks for being here tonight. All right. So are there more questions that we missed? I think I might have missed one. Dang it. Do you want to zoom or scroll up there?
Is it possible with the tech?
I know, right? Can you do that? Let's see. I saw a comment that Bridget left about, or maybe it was Nettie, but they had 4 of everything.
Right there.
What does it say?
4.
You read it.
4 plates. Started off with 2 of everything. Now there's at least 4. We get visitors and realized we needed a bit more. Yep.
Yes, exactly. Lots of cups, too many cups. I know, but you get like emotionally attached to the cups. It's true. That does
That's
happen.
right.
Exactly. Paper plates are a good option when people are coming to visit because then you don't have to
And
drag those
boondocking.
around with you everywhere. And they're really good for boondocking.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Start with less and purchase as you see the need. This is awesome. Jarhead and Ginger, welcome. Glad to see you guys here tonight. This is fantastic. Oh, Bridget wants to go to Yellowstone.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
So here's a
Yellowstone.
few of the things that we've done that are like, oh my gosh, those gotta be, you just, okay. Yellowstone is one of them. Grand Canyon's definitely one of them. The canyons of Utah with Bryce.
The Oregon coast.
Oh yeah.
The Washington coast.
Amazing stuff.
California coast, like the deserts in Arizona. There's so many places. And I mean, we're talking like we've only experienced like the west side of this continent. We can't wait to get to the middle and then over to the east. So
Yeah. Oh,
Speaking
Mount
of the
Rushmore
East-
was pretty awesome.
it was. Speaking of the east, RV Living Life says, my wife Carol is in Nova Scotia right now, whooping it up with her 4 sisters. Oh my goodness. That is super duper fun. There's nothing like sister time.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's so much fun to have sisters. And if you don't have sisters, I'll be your sister. So, just give me a call and we can chat. Awesome. I love it. Alrighty. Sounds good. They loved the concert. Yes. So amazing friends. So Bridget says, I'm your friend, but I haven't seen you face to face in real time, just Zoom time and YouTube time. And it's the
True.
weirdest thing because we feel so connected
Yeah.
to Bridget and Richard, and we really have never seen them in real life.
Yeah.
But I know when we see them, it'll just be like a completion of the friendship, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is not that it's over, but it just like comes to fruition, right? Where it's just like, this is going to be so natural
be the
to hug
natural
each other
growth
and
step.
to just spend time together. I
Yeah,
can't
don't
wait.
think of what she said, come on.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so what else have we got here? We got
Well,
any more
Teresa says she's
questions?
got 2 sisters, she'll loan them out.
Some days that is the case. It's
Yeah.
very true. It's like, oh, you know what? I've had enough of the sisters.
Yeah.
Let's hope Carol doesn't feel that way by the time she's finished her time in Nova Scotia. Awesome. All right, so I know I wanted to chat with you guys about grabbing life by the tail. And we have had a few comments lately about how gas is very expensive. And so it's put a cramp on our style when it comes to traveling and to be able to go camping or to head out to the mountains or to take that 7, 8, 10 hour trip away from your home because gas is just too costly to do that. But we also know that it's really important to grab life by the tail. And when we say that, we actually spelled tail T-A-L-E because we want the stories. We want
It's
the
the
stories in our
story
lives
that
that we can
makes it
share
happen.
with one another, creating those memories and just grabbing the moments in life because life is short and you just never know when it's going to come to a screeching halt for whatever reason. Things happen in life. So I just think we need to grab those moments in life. So leave in the comments right now, how are you grabbing life by the tail in the last week or two, or that you're planning to do in the next week or two? So I don't want to hear what you did 4 years ago. I don't want to hear what your plans are from 10 years from now. I want to know right now, how are you grabbing life by the tail? And what does that look like for you? And it might be something as simple as, and for Kent and I, we really enjoy doing this, is to just make a really good cup of coffee and sitting outside, out on our little mat, our RV mat, out in our little campsite area, and just enjoying a cup of coffee together and just listening to the sounds of nature or of people, kids laughing or people packing up their trailers or whatever it is, just to sit outside and enjoy a really good cup of coffee. To us, that's grabbing life by the tail.
Yeah. And another one is just to have something planned. And then to, what's really cool is being a camp host, there's all of a sudden there's another couple that says, hey, we just started going full time right now. And we're like, whoa, come over to our campsite, let's talk about it. Mm-hmm. And we have met people just because of that. It's been great.
Yeah, exactly. So, so Mel and Nettie are saying, one life, live it. Like that is the same thing. It's like grabbing life by the tail. Take every moment that you can to live your life, right? So, but yeah, so let us know what you guys are doing to grab life by the tail. Spikers B says, do you have to be a PayPal user, or do you can you just use our tip jar? I don't know. That's a really good question.
That is a good question.
Well, try it. Go click on
There's
our
the
link,
link.
our PayPal link. Nettie put it up there just a couple lines ago. And let us know, Susan, if it's asking for a for you to be a PayPal user or not? I'm
Yeah.
curious. That's a really good question.
I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly. Christina G is going to Cannon Beach in Oregon.
I've been there.
Woo-hoo! Cannon Beach is gorgeous. That is definitely grabbing life by the tail to try and capture those moments of just that absolute stunning beauty of nature. Oh my goodness, you're going to have such a good time.
I was in Calgary. I know I see what prompted me to think this. 99-cent Frosties at Wendy's.
Okay.
Well done.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
that's totally grabbing life by the tail, especially on a hot day. So good.
there's an ice cream shop really close to the zoo in Calgary, and they make the Dole Whip sundaes exactly like Disneyland.
Yes,
They're
they
incredible.
Do. Yeah, what's the name of that neighborhood? Inglewood?
Inglewood.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, Ian and Sharon, if you guys have gone to Inglewood to that Dole Whip place, but it's really, really
It's
good.
cool.
And Frosties are gluten-free. So I can have Frosties at Wendy's. We should do that together sometime. All right, Thomas Mayer Jr. says, did a week at Cherokee Landing, Tennessee, and visited the Shiloh National Park. It is a U.S. Civil War park. It was an easy visit. Wow, there's so much history, you know, like just to go to a quick visit, a quick park in your area and go learn some history is totally, and that's part of the tale, right? That's part of the story of why are we here? Why does our country look like it does? And, you know, all that, the fabric of who we are.
We had a campfire last night. One of the gentlemen, he spent, I think, 30 years in the Canadian Forces. And so there's things that he would like to go and visit and see firsthand that are a little bit obscure. Mm-hmm. And so he's talking he's already been to the Bay of Fundy. He's full-time now. And
he'll say, like, have you heard of this place? And we're like, never heard of it. It's
and then he wants to go to Churchill, and he wants to see the fort that the British and the French were fighting against when they were exchanging that fort. He wants to go and see that fort. And then he's told us a few other little tidbits of when the black suits arrive to a certain location to clean something up because nobody knows about it.
Stop talking
I'm not talking about
stuff.
anything more. I'm not talking about where or what these black suit people are.
Top secret stuff.
But he's like, yeah, I'd like to go there because, you know,
But it's cool. I mean, you start traveling around. You start even in your own backyard, as they say, and you will discover things that are out there. So we missed a comment there. I saw Melanetti said, drinking coffee under the awning, enjoying time with one another.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's so simple, but when you take a moment to slow down in your life and appreciate what you're doing, instead of just like, you know, gulping your coffee as you're getting ready for the day, just take a moment. Now it's a moment. Now it's something that you can actually remember or that you can enjoy in that day. So I love that. That's fantastic. What else have we got here?
I know somebody that works with us, and she likes to paint rocks.
Yeah.
And she's actually gifted with it. She's not just like...
So beautiful. They're amazing.
She puts them all together, and it's amazing. And then she built an entire, like, total rock garden.
Yeah.
With bricks and everything.
Yeah. And she's inspired me, you guys. So I think I might start rock painting. I know. I am so not artistic at all. But I think Sam's going to show me how to get the basics down and then figure that out. So, because I figure that's something I can do without having to have a lot of supplies on hand, because I can leave the rocks behind. I also said to my kids, if I hate what the rock looks like, I'm just going to chuck it away into the forest and nobody will ever find it.
That's
so,
right.
no big deal. All right. Bridget says, this is kind of grabbing life, but it is something fun I just learned. It's playing a board game called Parks. It's about the USA National Parks. Board games are totally grabbing life by the tail.
Yeah.
Oh man, one of my favorite board games is Settlers of Catan. So I miss playing that game. I need to find somebody to play Settlers with me. So if you're coming to the meetup and you like Settlers of Catan, bring it and we'll play a game. That'll be awesome.
Bridget says, is it a vacay when you are at your own house?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Love a good 99-cent Frosty. Rolling Through Reality says that. Spiker says she used to love board games. Used to? Come on, girl. What do you mean used to? We'll play board games together. It'll be fun.
Hey, I saw your rig, Sue, and I'm like, I don't see a microwave. She opens the cupboard. There it is. She is in a really interesting setup now.
Yeah, she's got a good setup. It's a camper on a truck.
Yeah.
And
with a gen on it and
perfect. It's just perfect.
Excellent.
Alrighty, so we've got Clayton Vogel says work camping at Bryce Canyon Pines Campground and Convenience Store. 5 years full-time RVing, 2 fivers set something feet Shasta and a 37-foot Solitude, working for gas money to go back to Alaska next year.
Ooh.
Nice. That's awesome. But you're work camping in Bryce Canyon. That has got to be an incredible experience. That's
I would think so.
fantastic. Good for you. I love that.
I know what I would do with my time off.
5 years full-time RVing. He's got a year ahead of us because we are almost at our 4-year nomadversary. What did you say on your time off?
At Bryce Canyon,
Yeah.
I would go to
Go do some hiking. Exactly.
You know what's crazy? The one piece that I'm really liking about Aspen Crossing is I've been given liberty to fly my drone as much as I want. I'm doing it for the benefit of the owner in a lot of ways, and he's liking it a lot. So he's like, yeah, do more. So they're asking requests of things that they could see from the sky too. So I've been given full liberty to do that, and that is really fun. That is cool.
He's also honing his drone skills.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you didn't see it, last week we did some drone footage of Drumheller, and now it's called Droneheller.
That's
so
right.
Jane Bray nicknamed
Jane
it
Bray says that's definitely Droneheller.
So you can go check that out. So we got a few more people who are grabbing life by the tail here coming up pretty quick. X marks the spot, says they're heading out to Garden of the Gods RV Resort. That's so cool in Colorado. It's is it in Denver? Outside? No, I don't think it's Denver. Colorado Springs.
Aspen? Colorado Springs, yes.
Yeah. Gorgeous place. Kent actually flew the drone over that area too. That was beautiful.
It was before I had my 4K drone.
I know. So the footage isn't perfect. We'll have to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Bridget says she has no desire to vacate in Alaska because that's where she lives. Southwest is the best. Yeah, sounds good.
Southwest has a style.
Christina G says s'mores on the fire at the beach at Cannon Beach in Oregon. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be so good. Just make sure you put your fire out when you're done.
Lincoln City.
Because we wandered along some of those beaches in the middle of the night and we saw fires.
The wind.
Just like burning with nobody
The wind
around.
came up and the driftwood logs.
Yeah.
When the wind picks up, they start to glow.
They just light again, and there's all that
because
that
they've been
grass.
Burning for 3 days.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
weird. Like there's these 8 hot spots across the beach, and you're like, there's nobody here.
Have fun, but
the
safe.
fire's going.
Be safe, exactly.
Ooh.
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey are heading out to the Grand Design National Rally in Elkhart, Indiana. Sweet,
Nice.
Our first rally. So excited to see everything, but most of all to see friends and make more friends. See, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Right? Like you go to this rally because it's Grand Design, it's all the stuff that you're interested in, but really it's the people behind the scenes that makes it what it is. So that's fantastic. Have fun. That's gonna be awesome. I love it. So good. Yep. Slow down. 100% slow down and enjoy the moment. Exactly. Because that's what life is made of, right?
I'm liking it.
A newsletter. Case Biker says newsletter takes artistic skills, so you got it. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, that is one thing. I don't know if we mentioned this.
I don't know. But
we have an income stream now for winter. We are so excited. So at Aspen Crossing,
we're camp hosting. That's one job, all there.
Yep.
Next job.
The next one that we're doing is I'm doing the newsletter for Aspen Crossing, and they want me to do that all year. So that is fantastic, and I love doing it. And there's so much at Aspen Crossing to talk about that every newsletter is totally different. So I'm excited to do that over the winter months. And Kent and my dad,
and she's rocking it.
It's fun. And Kent and my dad will be working on the website, getting that up to date and refreshed and looking really fantastic.
It's crazy that when we were at the right place at the right time, these opportunities were like, help! And it was like, bing, they fit into place perfectly.
So when you come to Aspen Crossing, ask for newsletter, and I'll get you some. Alrighty, so thank you, Spikers, because I feel like you're right. I have that creative mind, but I can't get it to go into my hand to like paint or to like, that transfer doesn't work for me. But I think if I practice it, I can figure something out. I'll get my own little style.
Creativity happens in many ways.
Yeah, it's exactly. Oh, retired old timers, they made it tonight. Yay!
Woohoo!
Nice to see you guys. Alrighty, so traveling full time feels like a vacation. Yeah, it does. Sometimes it really, really does. Especially when you're moving from place to place, it totally feels like that. I love it.
Teresa, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah. Oh, she's heading out?
Yep.
Okay, thanks for staying with us for the evening, and have a great evening.
It's Friday
great
night.
Weekend, exactly. Ooh.
We'll be done in 10 minutes or less.
Diary of a Family has a thing that the kids don't know. So you guys can read it, and I don't want to say it out loud in case the kids are listening, because they might be. But that looks fantastic. A super secret trip.
I can't see it.
Everybody wants a super secret trip. I love it.
You seen it?
Uh-huh. I didn't just make it up.
I didn't see it. Oh,
Exactly. Alrighty.
Nice.
Looks like Lake George has a nice RV place too. Did that last year when visiting Colorado Springs. Very nice. I'll have to check that out.
hey, you asked about living life, grabbing life by the tail.
Yes, I did.
A surprise to a friend or family member can be that.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah, do something nice for somebody and they're not expecting it.
Yeah.
Leaving a note for somebody, leaving it on their RV door, that kind of thing to say, hey,
Just tell them they're awesome.
well done.
Tell somebody that they're awesome today. People
Yeah.
like to hear that. So, all right. Looks like retired old timers spent a few days at Long Island Lake north of Westlock. Great lake, nice clean beach. Will be on my next vlog. Awesome.
Nice.
You guys check out his YouTube channel there. Retired old timers, and yeah, Westlock's not very far, I don't think.
No.
From where we are, even right, because we're in Red Deer right now. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking for places to go camping.
We're looking to go to the
On our days off.
southeast of Alberta.
Yeah, exactly.
In about 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, right. As if we when we have downtime.
Well, we get 4 days off, but they're usually packed. With visiting family, working on YouTube stuff,
Having campfires.
having campfires with our friends.
There's some under the rig stuff that I gotta fix next week, and
exactly.
I'll just fit that in. Like I've just gotta get that done.
Yeah, we do. I mean, you just have chores to do sometimes,
Yeah.
right? Awesome. So, what else do we have on our list of things to chat about tonight? We're done. That was
done.
it. I thought there was one more thing.
No.
I thought there was one more.
Okay.
thing.
Well, let me read.
Yeah, you better check it.
I can do that. It's one of my skills.
Awesome. That's great.
Live stream. Okay, here we go.
What are the plans for the fall? Maybe that was it.
No. Oh yeah. Oh.
What?
There is something happening in our RV community right now, and a lot of you know about this. There's a lot of people that are grabbing health by the tail. Okay? They are improving their lives drastically with amazing results in health and weight loss.
Yeah.
Because some people need to have an opportunity to fix that part of their life, and they've found it.
Lots of you guys are in the chat right now know what we're talking about, and we just want to say we're so proud of you guys for doing
are
that.
incredible.
Because we love you, and we want to see people living as long as they can and having that healthy lifestyle and having the strength and energy to be able to do the things that they want to do. So if you are interested in taking a new look at your health journey, send us an email at info@livinglightrv.com and we can hook you up, because we know people. And this is, I know it's in the States. I'm not sure about Canada.
I don't know.
So we'll have to look into that. But yeah, definitely
if
send us
you say, you know
info.
what? Okay,
Yeah.
let's just give you the example. I know a couple named Greg and Shelley. I know another couple named...
You're going to call them all out?
No.
Because there's lots. There's a whole bunch of them.
There's a bunch of you guys. And you're like, you know what? Life is great, but I'm struggling.
Yeah.
Okay? And all of a sudden, they got onto this program and they are receiving health benefits galore. Now, I chatted with one of my really good friends, and he says, and it didn't cost me anything. I went on their program. It cost money. And the money that it actually cost me when I did my budget for my food and to make my life healthier, didn't cost me any extra. It's not like I'm breaking the bank or anything. Yeah. It's actually reasonable, and the results are there.
Yeah, and we've seen the results in our friends like over and over and over again. So yeah, so we don't want to necessarily do like a big infomercial or anything, and I can't even remember the name of the company.
No, because it doesn't matter the name of the company. It's
what
the people.
matters is that people are finding health, and they're finding vitality, and they're saving money, and that's what we all love.
And they're making a decision and they needed that support, and the support is there.
Yes, exactly.
So that's why it works.
Exactly. So if
you need some information on that, send an email our way. We will connect you to the people.
That's right. That's what friends do. We hook you up with the good stuff. So yeah, go ahead and do that. info@livinglightrv.com.
And if you're scared about it, send us an email.
Exactly. Yeah, Melanetti. Yeah, we are on a healthy life journey. Exactly. It's so exciting to see everybody doing this. We're so happy for everyone. It's awesome.
It's like, well done, guys.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen it.
Yeah, we've seen the results.
All of you guys,
and we can't wait to actually like physically see you guys again and just be like, well, you're half the person you used to be. In a good way. In a physical sense only.
That's right.
You're more of a person inside.
Well, one of my friends is like, I'm one child less in weight.
Exactly.
And I'm like,
exactly. It's fantastic. Okay. Yes, and Melanetti are doing... they're posting healthy cooking while living full time in our bus. Excellent.
Yeah.
So check out their channel, you guys. 'cause
That's
then
right.
You will see
There
what this looks like,
are
right? Exactly.
Physical improvements.
42 pounds down. So,
Yes.
guys, this is what we're talking about. We're not
Yeah.
talking about like a couple pounds here and there. We're talking like complete
Life choice.
like this is gonna change your
Yeah.
life. This is gonna help you live longer. So yeah, we're pretty excited about that. And yes, congratulations, Nettie. Thanks for rolling through reality
Yeah.
for that.
Because
Yes.
you know what? That's a hard decision
So proud
to
of
get
you.
to and say, I need to do something.
Yeah.
And then you find the right thing and you got the right friends and then all of a sudden it works.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well done, guys.
Exactly. So one last question before we close for tonight. Christina G says, how are your food prices in grocery stores and restaurants in Canada? They are getting higher, just like
Yep.
they are everywhere else.
There's
So-
ways to keep
Yeah.
making sure that it's the right price.
Yeah.
And this week we chose the groceries and life isn't that expensive. We're still okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, all across the board things are creeping.
Well, I think you have to. Well, we're actually going to do a video about this pretty soon because we want to talk about RV life on a shoestring budget and how to save money while you're traveling. So this week we're going to talk about organization and moving into your RV. And I think probably next week we'll start talking about being on the road and how do you save money, where to stay, where to buy groceries, how to save money on food, restaurants, that kind of thing. So we will be addressing that for sure. But
Lifestyle.
yeah, exactly. So
And living life in style.
yeah, exactly. They aren't listening. What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Oh, you said I don't want to say it out loud because the family might be listening.
Oh, they aren't listening. The kids aren't listening. Yeah, so what did they say? They're going to
A cabin.
a cabin
Yeah.
in the woods.
And that's a
Little
big
cabin
difference,
in
eh?
the woods. That's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
It's going to be so fun, all cozy up. And
Hey, we're proud of you guys.
marshmallows
You
and
guys are nailing it.
s'mores and the kids. And yeah, that's going to be awesome. Awesome.
Hey.
Hey, RV Solar Homesteaders on the road. Jeff Lloyd's just popped
Jeff.
in. So nice to see you, Jeff. And you guys just support one another, encourage one another, get out there and check each other's socials. I know Jeff's got a really good Instagram account. He's got beautiful photos on there. So check out Jeff's Instagram. And definitely make sure, see you later, Brandon. Make sure you guys go to check out the sites for our moderators because super thankful for them.
Yep.
I think that's it.
We
I
are
think
good.
We are good
We're
to
done.
go. Everybody's checking out here because it's almost 8 o'clock in Alberta.
Yep.
And we got to go hang out with my brother and my nephew and my mom and dad. It's time for dessert. All right, you guys. We love you so much. Thanks for hanging out tonight. And my name's Lisa.
My name's Kent. We're living light RV.
We're grabbing life by the tail. And we'll see you guys next Friday. Take care. Bye.
We got something at the end here.
Oh, dude.